Radio show.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Radio show.
You are listening to RockyMtnWay on WSOE 89.3. This is your host, Tyler Oldham.
I'm Nick.
And welcome to 11 o'clock to 12 o'clock, the last hour of the day.
Radio show.
Radio show. So let's just get right into this one. This first song is Sodium Vapor, and I found it on my Discover Weekly. We love the Discover Weekly.
Oh!
God bless. And long story short, it slaps, Nick.
All right.
So let's give it a listen.
All right.
This is our movie.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We didn't really do a proper intro there since we were busy yelling radio show.
Radio show.
So something we always have to do, follow us on Twitter at RockyMtnWay. That's how it's spelled. I'm sure you know how to spell Rocky, MNT, and then way.
Notifications. Put those notifications on.
Hit the bell plus, baby.
So you know when we're live.
So, Nick, I wanted to start the show off with a little survey, I guess. Of sorts.
Okay.
And it's not a test. We're not. There's no wrong answers here, except when they are wrong.
Oh yeah.
But that is up to me to decide.
All right. What we got?
We got what are your favorite sports video games?
Sports video games?
Like from your childhood.
Like of all time?
Of all time. Like and I mean, and I want years. I want numbers, dude.
So I would say Madden 2007.
Okay, Madden 07.
Sean Alexander was on the cover, running back for the Seahawks.
Really?
Yes.
I don't remember. I don't think I played that one. I think
it was on the GameCube.
Wow.
And I played a lot of it. That was probably the most Madden game I ever played. But I also played, well, I guess, I don't know.
My first was Madden 06 on the original, on the PS2. It was on the PS2 at my friend's house.
Yeah.
He had a PlayStation. It was, who was it? It was Eagles.
Mike Vick?
I want to say Mike Vick.
Or Donovan McNabb.
Oh, shoot. Now I'm not sure.
McNabb.
It might be. But I remember that was before I even knew about football. But I was always playing as the Eagles because they were on the cover, and I was like, they got to be the best team in the game.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and we know how that goes now. But you know what? I bet you didn't play when you were a kid that I played. NASCAR.
No, I played NASCAR. I swear to God, I had NASCAR Thunder 2003 on the GameCube, dude. I swear to God, I played the heck out of that game. How crazy is that? Oh my God, I've never known another person that has played NASCAR.
This is amazing.
What NASCAR did you play?
NASCAR 06.
Oh man.
Yeah, I got all my video games in 06, so you couldn't tell.
That's when he started, bro.
Yeah, and shoot, I remember.
Oh my God!
I have a distinct memory of the really tiny racetrack that you had to do 30-something laps on to complete, and I remember it taking forever. And that was the first time my dad was like, "Hey, when you turn, you need to slow down."
Yeah,
and I was like, "What?
No. Why would I slow down? I have to go fast.
Yeah, I gotta go fast.
Yeah, exactly.
So thanks, Dad, for my first ever driving lesson when I was 5, I think. Yeah, 5 years old.
What I would do in that game is I would start a race in the very back. When the race would start, I'd brake, turn around, and drive into the other pack. Head on and try to make as big of a collision as possible and blow up as many cars.
I can't lie, I did the exact same thing.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
This is so funny.
This is unreal.
That's crazy. All right, so for our next song, we have a song. I'm going to say it's called Do 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 Do.
Do 5 do's.
5 do's.
Do do do.
In parentheses, Heartbreak. It's a Rolling Stones song. I found it doing homework today.
Wow.
And I think it slaps.
Today?
Yesterday.
Okay, that sounds about right. You've been on that homework grind.
Oh my God. Don't get me started. So here we have Do 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 Heartbreak by the Rolling Stones. Take a listen.
Chased a boy right through the park in a case of mistaken identity. They put a bullet through his heart. corner, stick the needles in her arm. She died in the dirt of the alleyway. Mother said she had no chance, no chance. Heartbreaker, heartbreaker. She stuck pins right in her heart. Heartbreaker, a pain breaker. Stole love right out your heart. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Wanna tear love apart. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
You know I'm bad at communication. It's the hardest thing for me to do, and it's said it's the most important part that relationships will go through. And I give it all away just so I could say that. But I know that you're gonna be okay anyway. You know there's no rhyme or reason for the way it turned out to be. I didn't go and try to change my mind, not intentionally. I know it's hard to hear you say it, but I can't bear to stay. I just know that you're gonna be okay anyway. Always keep your heart locked tight. Don't let your mind retire. Oh, but I just couldn't take it. I tried out to beg it, but I fumbled, and when it came down to the wire, it felt right. It felt right. Oh, but I fumbled, and when it came down to the wire, it felt right. It felt right. Oh, but I fumbled, and when it came down to the wire, it's your imagination trying to make it what you want it to be. Because I'm sorry I do what I did, but it came naturally, and I gave it up away just so I could say that. Well, I know that you're gonna be okay anyway. When I try to keep myself together after all the opportunities, I try to stay true to you, and I try to do what you wanted from me, and I give it up away just to hear you say that. Well, I know that you're gonna be okay anyway. Always keep your heart locked tight. Don't let your mind retire. Oh, but I just couldn't take it. I tried out to beg it, but I fumbled, and when it came down to the wire, it felt right. It felt right. Oh, but I fumbled, and when it came down to the wire, it felt right. It felt right. Oh, but I fumbled, and when it came lock tight. Don't let your mind read that. Always keep your heart locked tight. Don't let your mind read that. Oh, but I just couldn't take it to beg it, but I fumbled, and when I came down to the wire, but I just couldn't take it to beg it, but I fumbled, and when I came down to the wire, it felt right. Oh, but I fumbled, and when I came down to the wire, it felt right. Oh, but I fumbled, and when I came down to the wire, it felt right. Oh, but I fumbled, and when I came down to the wire, it felt right. Oh, but I fumbled, and when I came down to the wire, yeah.
Hey, this is Sadie from Speedy Ortiz, and you're listening to WSOE 89.3, Elon, Burlington.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're listening to Rocky Mountain Way on WSOE 89.3. So, Nick, I wanted to have a little educational segment right now.
Oh, yay. Am I the teacher or you the teacher?
You are, in fact, the teacher.
What?
So, I wanted you to, Nick, to tell the audience, how does one get massive and swole?
How does one get massive and swole?
Yes. Like, what's the secret?
Have you seen me? Not the massive swole.
I mean, putting in that work, dude.
I do. Well, I guess what I try to do is I try to eat healthy as much as I can. I haven't eaten ice cream in a really long time.
That sounds miserable.
I know, it kind of stinks. That ice cream machine in McEwen, dude.
Oh, my goodness. I have an addiction to McEwen ice cream.
Okay, so I eat healthy, and then I'd say I go to the gym probably 5 to 6 times a week and work out. And then on Mondays, we have football, and that is so much cardio for me. That's cardio for the week. So, and then I drink a protein shake.
Oh, yeah.
After most of my physical events.
Is that the secret?
I think so. Honestly, I think I've been like building more once I started on the protein shakes.
Well, that would make sense.
Which is nice to see, honestly.
Yeah, that's true. Do you drink protein after like football?
Yeah, actually I do. I do.
That's funny.
It's so tiring, man. That's my leg work. That's what I do for legs.
Do you not hit legs in the gym, Nick?
Rarely.
Oh, dude, I'm disappointed in
What do I
you.
need legs for?
You got to be hitting legs twice a week, sometimes 3 times. Legs, only legs. Dude, who even needs your upper body?
What?
Just do legs. Just walk around.
Crazy person?
Walk around wearing a hoodie, zip it all the way up, close the hood, and just wear some like booty shorts and just go to town, dude. People are going to be like, no idea who that guy is, but man, he has some really nice legs. And they're not even going to care who you are, but you're going to be that guy. You're going to be that guy known around campus as the guy with the legs. That's going to be you. You're going to be the guy with the legs, Nick.
Oh, I can't get this image out of my head. I hate this. Please.
Make sure to get a membership to the tanning salon because those legs have to be even.
Oh, gross.
No,
so
this
gross.
is not gross. This is the opposite of gross, Nick. We're talking about peak physical fitness here,
All legs, man.
specifically in the legs. See,
Hey, man.
I had an idea actually.
Uh-oh.
You get after this is like in the future, once science has advanced a little bit.
Okay.
You get a guy like that who only does legs every day. Then you get, like a meathead who never does legs, like you.
Whoa.
You're not a meathead, Nick.
Chill, bro.
But you need to do legs. And you switch their bodies. Then you switch the top and bottom halves of their bodies and create.
So you get swole on swole and not
swole on swole,
not
swole on not swole. So you create both
Survival of
the
fittest.
strongest human ever as well as the weakest human ever. And the weakest human, that doesn't really matter. But the fact that you've just created
the strongest
human on Earth, how does that feel to you?
Well, where do you justify where you cut?
At the waist, dude. It's like right where you wear the pants. That's where it goes. And I'm sure
when
it's
does
a simple,
upper body start and lower body stop?
I mean, you got to ask the guy, like, where do you wear your pants? Do you wear them up to your belly button? Or do you wear them a little bit lower?
Oh my gosh.
Did you know that this is a radio show? We play music. on
Radio
this
show.
We play music.
Do we?
We do. We do, in fact, play music. So the next music is
next music?
The Doors. Can you guess what song it is, Nick? It was your song.
Oh yeah, it was my song. Oh, it's Peace Frog.
Yes, sir.
I love the song. Harrison showed me this one off of Jeff Playlist. Jeff Playlist. Yeah, this is a really good one.
So,
All right, here we have Peace Frog by The Doors.
Dead blood in the streets, it's up to my ankles. Feet blood in the streets, it's up to my knees. Feet blood in the street, the town of Chicago. Feet blood on the rise, it's following me. She's about to break, yeah. She came in and she drove away. Sunlight in her hair. She blood in the streets on the river of sadness. She blood in the streets, it's up to my thigh. Yeah, the river runs right down the legs of the city. No women are crying when rivers are weeping. She came in town and then she drove away. Sunlight in her hair. Indians scattered on Dawn's highway bleeding. Ghosts crowd the young child's fragile eggshell mind. Blood in the streets in the town of New Haven. Blood stains the roofs and the palm trees of Venice. Blood in my love in the terrible summer. Bloody red sun of fantastic LA. Blood screens the brain and chop off the fingers. Blood will be born in the birth of a nation. Blood is the rose of mysterious human. Dead blood in the streets, it's up to my ankles. Blood in the streets, it's up to my knee. Blood in the streets, the town of Chicago. Blood on the rise is following me.
Tune into Eclectic Resonance on WSOE 89.3, Thursdays at 4 for new music and a new theme every week.
Years ago now, I couldn't open my eyes to the stars.
could have been great, but we'll never know. I carry on, I will survive and grow, but it'll never be the same as it is right now. A stream can only flow when it's allowed to be. Strength is not a trait that you can teach. Focus on yourself and don't worry about me. But I just think you should know that this could have been great. Well, I guess the grind, it ain't for us all. The wind against your face during the fall can be too much for some men to take. But staring down from the top can be its own mistake. Strength is not a trait that you can teach. Focus on yourself and don't worry about me. But I just think you should know that this could have been great. Strength is not a trait that you can teach. Focus on yourself and don't worry about me. But I just think you should know that this could have been great.
Five Springs Bottled Water is a proud sponsor of WSOE. Water and water coolers are available for homes and businesses in the Elon Burlington area. For more information, call 336-584-8822.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rocky Mountain Way on WSOE 89.3. So, Nick, that song right there was...
That song right there.
It was... Where are we? Sorry, I'm a little... that could have been great by Bumpin' Uglies.
I ain't never heard that one.
That song I found thanks to WSOE.
Oh, really?
Every week or every month or so. I don't actually know how often it is, but we put out a big bucket of CDs that like labels send us to just review and listen to, and just it's nice to get free music. And I picked that one out because it was from the Beast from the East album, and the picture was kind of cool because it was in the art style of Where the Wild Things Are. Do you remember that?
Yeah, the book.
The book,
yeah,
the picture book, and then they turned it into a movie. I don't know if you remember that.
I never seen that.
Actually, that was the first movie I ever cried watching. Not gonna lie. Don't even remember why. So I just remember I was like, "Wow, this movie is sad."
I think I saw that sitting at your desk or on your
same something. Yeah. Well, I didn't realize when I picked it up that they're actually a ska band.
What is that?
You don't know what ska is, Nick?
Mm-mm.
Oh my goodness, you need an education. So let me tell you about ska for a second. So ska is it's basically like a mix of American rock and roll with almost like reggae influences. Yeah. It's got a lot of brass, so it's got the trumpets, dude. It's got what else does it have? Sometimes it has like steel drums, actually. Okay.
That's that.
There's a common saying that ska actually came before reggae. Yeah, I don't know if you knew that, but ska it did in fact come before reggae. However, aside from that, ska is probably I can't forget about the saxophone. There's saxophone in ska, making it instantly somewhat, I would consider it superior to rock and roll. I don't like listening to it better, but I think the art of ska is beautiful.
I see what you're saying. No, I understand where
ska is and I'd say this entirely tongue in cheek, Nick. Ska is, you need to learn about ska a little bit.
Okay.
Because it was all the rage in probably the 90s, I want to say.
Really?
And then people came to their senses and stopped listening to it.
Oh.
But ska still holds a special place in my heart. You know, their checkerboard pants and their saxophones and their skanking. Can't forget about skanking. Do you know about
you're throwing
skanking?
words at me I had never heard of.
Oh, dude, it's a classic dance.
Jesus Christ, I don't know the skank.
Come on, I got to teach you how to skank after this show.
God.
So we actually have another song from the Nicholas Bank
Bank.
here, the Nick Bank.
Oh, yes.
Fleetwood Mac, Nick.
Oh, guess where this song's from?
Who could guess?
Jeff Playlist.
Jeff Playlist.
Me and actually Harrison showed me this one, but it's
Wow.
on the Jeff Playlist. Me and Harrison have been jamming to this
It's
one.
becoming a common theme.
Yeah, Jeff Playlist knows where it's at.
Wow, we should get Harrison on the show sometime. That would be crazy, wouldn't it? Harrison
right.
hasn't been on the show in weeks.
I know. He's been so busy.
He's been busy. He's a busy bee. He's a
Poor guy.
busy bee. Busy
Poor guy.
busy bee.
Buzz.
All right. Hypnotized by Fleetwood Mac. Enjoy, Lee.
Is it better to die young or to
This is Ravi Shankar. As I travel around the world, I feel that the young people are searching for the means with which to attain peace, happiness, and spiritual awareness. Why not get high on life itself without using any drugs? You young ones, you have the elixir of life. You don't need hard drugs to make your life more meaningful.
Radio show. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is RockyMtnWay, and you just heard Where Are You Now by Generation Nomad. And some of you may remember that's my boy Luke's band. So give them a follow and some listens on Spotify, and like literally just Google them, basically, is all you need to do. But we're back with my favorite weekly segment. We actually haven't done it. We didn't do it last week. Maybe not the week before.
I don't even know what segment this is.
Reading Nicholas's tweets.
Ah,
Yes, Nick
hate
Nick
this one.
has come up with some comedy gold in the meantime. And I'm just going to get right into it. Tweet 1. I can't sleep on my back because I can't figure out what to do with my jaw. And I know we've already discussed this one, and I agree with you. And I need you to tell the audience your plights, Nick.
So I was taking a nap. Our nap time. You know our nap time?
Of course.
So I was taking a nap in our nap time. You weren't there. You were out doing stuff.
Oh, so it was your nap time.
But it was during our nap time, so you get the time.
Yeah, I understand.
And I was laying on my back trying to sleep, but I had a hard time figuring out what to do with my jaw. Hear me out. My two options were to relax my jaw muscles and let my mouth stay open.
And you breathe through your mouth.
And I breathe through my mouth, which I don't like to do when I sleep.
You get bad breath.
Exactly. So my other option was to like clench my jaw muscles and then to hold my jaw in place. But I couldn't relax enough
you can't
to sleep.
if you're. I completely understand.
See? And I was really, really struggling. Solution to the problem, I just rolled to my side. But I didn't want to. I'm trying not to sleep as much on my side because I read somewhere that sleeping on your back is good for your posture. And I'm always self-conscious about my posture.
I heard, though, that sleeping on your left side is good for your metabolism.
Left?
Your left side, yeah, because of gravity helping your body digest food through your...
Seriously?
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense in my head. I have literally no scientific
evidence
to back that up. But, I mean, I read it and thought, hey, that kind of makes sense. So next tweet, this one,
great.
I don't even think this one, can you even explain this one? Confusion rhymes with schmunfusion.
That was last week during the show. Last week's show, I was texting one of my buddies from home, and he said some sentence that like you know how sometimes like people send a sentence and like it is just so off, like a few words are like autocorrected incorrectly and the whole sentence goes awry, like you have no idea what's going on. He sent one of those sentences to me and I read it and I was like, holy cow, what does that mean? And I typed to him, confusion rhymes with schmonfusion. And I was like, oh, that's silly. And I think I tweeted that during the show last week.
Interesting. And one more tweet, and this one I've been living by since I read it about 2 weeks ago. You want to go loiter, bro? That's my motto in life now, I think.
What is loitering?
Loitering is like...
What is it?
I mean, really, it's just a word to say...
It's a Ponzi scheme. That's what it is.
It's a Ponzi scheme. I don't think you know what a Ponzi scheme is, Nick.
What's loitering?
Loitering is just hanging out. But
what?
The whole concept of loitering is very strange because literally it is just like hanging out. The only difference between hanging out and loitering is whether there's a sign that calls it loitering, basically. Because, you could be hanging out outside 7-Eleven and they might not care. then they have a sign that says no loitering, then it becomes a problem, typically.
So it's just party police.
Party police. The loiter police.
No hang out here.
You can't hang out here.
No fun zone. Right here. This zone right here, no fun.
And usually it's, I mean, I don't want to get into it, but it's kind of racist.
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't really want to get into it.
Turn back to the.
Turn the wheel.
Let's go to the. You're on the wrong road.
Yeah, you can do more research about that.
Loitering. Jeez.
Loitering.
Okay.
But yes.
Yeah, so like loitering. So loitering would be like hanging out in a place that's not supposed to be hung out at, right?
Exactly. But
So
it's
that's
not.
just like-
It's different from trespassing.
It's just like the hip thing to do, dude.
Because
cool to
it's
loiter,
like
bro.
loitering is still in public,
Just be like,
but I don't know. There's probably a lot of
See that
gray
parking
area.
lot
I'm
over
not
there,
a
dude?
lawyer.
Let's go loiter.
I'm not a lawyer or a loiterer.
Trying to loiter, bro.
Bro, let's go loiter, dude. Let's
Yeah,
just.
man.
You ever just
the
grab the
wave.
boys, get them all, everyone, hop them all in the van. Everyone gets in,
Get loitering.
drive down to the local 7-Eleven and just loiter. Damn. Just hang out, dude.
Miss those days.
Miss those. Those were the days, weren't they?
All right, music show,
Music
radio
show, music show.
Radio show.
Another one of Nicholas's songs. Nick, you're very popular this week.
Oh, okay. This song is this is a new song for me. My brother showed me this song last week. It's called Two Hangmen. It's by Mason Prophet,
With 2 F's.
which I've never heard of.
Me neither.
It's a very interesting song. It tells a story. I don't think I should tell the story. You have to listen to it multiple times to figure it out.
I listened to it.
Did you figure out the story? Or did I tell you?
I could get the general gist of the story, but it seemed like a good story.
If you listen to it enough and really dive into it, it's a very interesting story. So like the first half of the song is story mode, like campaign of Call of Duty. So it's great. I love it. And then the second half really just rocks, man. And I'm shout out Jack. What's up, bro? Brother up in Geneseo. He showed me this song. This song slaps. I love this song.
Slapper, I barely know her.
Okay, so here we have Two Hangmen by Mason Prophet.
As I rode into Tombstone on my horse, his name's Mac, I saw what I'll relate to you going on behind my back. It seems the folks were up in arms, a man now had to die for believing things that didn't fit the laws they'd set aside. The man's name was I'm a Freak, the best that I could see. He was the executioner, a hangman just like me. I guess that he'd seen loopholes from working with his rope. He'd hung the wrong men many times, so now he'd turned to hope. He'd talked to all the people from his scaffold in the square. He told them of the things he found, but they didn't seem to care. He said the laws were obsolete, a change they should demand. But the people only walked away, he couldn't understand. The marshal's name was Uncle Sam, he said he'd right this wrong. He'd make the hangman shut his mouth if it took him all too long. He finally arrested Freak, and then he sent for me to hang a fellow hangman from a fellow hangman's tree. It didn't take them long to try him in their court of law. He was guilty in of thinking a crime much worse than all. They sentenced him to die, so his seed of thought can't spread and infect the little children. That's what the law had said. So the hanging day came round, and he walked up to the noose. I pulled the lever, but before he fell, I cut him loose. They called it all conspiracy, and that I had to die. So to close their mouths and kill our minds, they hung us side by side. And now we're two hangmen hanging from a tree. That don't bother me at all. Two hangmen hanging from a tree. That don't bother me at all. Two hangmen hanging from a tree. That don't bother me at all. Two hangmen hanging from a tree. That don't bother me at all. Two hangmen hanging from a tree. That don't bother me at all. Two hangmen hanging from a tree. That don't bother me at all. Two hangmen hanging from a tree. That don't bother me
That was Two Hangmen by Mason Prophet. We're approaching the end of our show tonight, ladies and gentlemen, on Rocky Mountain Way. But during that song, I know Nick was saying, was trying to talk about the story a little bit, and he explained it to me. And I felt that you, the audience, should also hear the song, or not the song. I mean, you should hear the song again, but you should also hear the explanation of the song. So Nick, take it away.
Oh, okay. So the song, it tells a story about two guys, and they're both hangmen, which are pretty much executioners. Mm-hmm. So they're the people that they hang the people, and then you get the gist.
Yeah, I can figure out what a hangman is.
So one of them's narrating the story, and the other one who is also a hangman. They're both hangmen. Mm-hmm. So the one that's not narrating the story, the other guy, has been falsely hanging people. So, like, people that didn't actually do this crime.
Of course.
They're now dead. So everyone started getting mad at him. So they told the narrator hangman, you have to hang the other hangman. Mm. And so the narrator hangman went to hang the other hangman, but before said hanging, the narrator hangman cut the rope.
Why?
So he could keep the other hangman alive. You know, the hangman bond, dude. Hangman bond.
The hangman code, dude. A hangman can't hang another hangman. It goes against the natural order of things.
So then everyone got mad. End of the story. Both hangmen are hanged. Both hangmen are hanged on the same tree. Hence, two hangmen hanging on a tree. That don't bother me no more.
Like 2 minutes ago, I corrected Nick on his
hanged
versus hung.
Dang it!
Yep. Come on, Nick. I'll drill this into your head.
You're like my mom.
You know what? Does. If your mom,
shut up, mom.
Sorry, I'm sorry, Nick. Sorry, I'm your Okay. So this is the end of our show, ladies and gentlemen.
Womp, womp, womp.
Womp womp. But it's okay because we'll be back next week
Yes.
with a special guest host,
Yes.
my good friend Rebecca, host of Dopamine. Give her show next week a listen. It's same day as ours, but a little earlier in the day. It is next Wednesday. It's actually every Wednesday. From 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. in the afternoon.
Ooh, it's a good time slot.
I actually guest hosted today.
I know.
And it was an amazing time. We talked for so long we talked for like probably 15 minutes about Phineas and Ferb.
That's incredible.
Legitimately.
I don't even know if I know 2 minutes of information on Phineas and Ferb.
Oh my gosh, Nick, that's sad. That's sad. And I'm disappointed in you. So this is good night, ladies and gentlemen. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Excuse me. Adios. Buenos noches.
Yes, I think that's right.
I think that's right. Yeah. Okay.
Buenos noches.
This next song, as we end, is it's a calm one. Again, very, very calming, relaxing. No, it's not. No, it's not. So this next song is such a slapper.
It is a slapper.
It is a slapper. I used to listen to this song constantly. Slowed down recently, but now I'm gonna get back into it after.
It was a good one. I like
this one. Our good boy Billy Idol.
Good boy
Billy. With Rebel Yell, and such a good song. So, ladies and gentlemen, good night and enjoy.